He says he's an artist. I say he's an arsehole. He's always been an arsehole, really. But you make allowances when you're married, don't you? I think everybody does that. It was like he was always somewhere else. Not quite all there. Not quite with you, like. Brenda says, he's away with the fairies, that bloke of yours. I don't know how you put up with it. I'd tell her. It's selective hearing, that's all. Between you and me, Brenda is a bit of a busybody, and she's the last person you want knowing your business. I haven't really had anybody to talk to about all that has happened, so it's good to be getting some of it off my chest. So much of what he referred to as his artistic expression or his creative impulse, I thought was just an excuse. An excuse for being bone idle. You see, for me, there's no substitute for hard graft. I've always been the breadwinner in this house. Had no choice. It's a matter of pride. A matter of principle. But he could never see that. Sometimes he'd stay up all night, sat at his desk, staring out the bleeding window mostly. Didn't want to be disturbed. And he'd show me these scraps of paper with scribbles on them. Said they were poetry. Poetry my arse, I thought. What use is poetry to me? It's a good job we never had any hungry little mouths to feed, that's all I can say. Yes, sometimes I think that inability really was a blessing in disguise. He did have a good job once. The carpet factory, they made him supervisor. Thought we were set up for life. It was always a bit funny. Something wasn't quite right from the very beginning. You know, looking back. It was always a bit otherworldly. Bit of a fantasist, really. Found it quite attractive, to be honest. At least in some respect. It had, shall we say, unexpected benefits. There was certainly more to him than meets the eye, I can tell you. It was full of surprises. But then, when he was working, properly working, we'd have a laugh down the pub on a Friday night, go to my mother's for Sunday dinner, and to his, you know, when there was time. It was a normal, happy life, at least for a while. I don't know what changed. I really don't. I mean, it were bad. A tragedy, really, what happened to our Billy. But these things happen in life, don't they? You've just got to get on with it. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. But not him. Oh, no. No. It was the media attention, I think, what did for him. Gave him a taste for the limelight. He never went back to the carpet factory. Stopped coming out on a Friday night. Started to write. Not just poems. Stories and plays and such like. I thought it were a phase. Hoped it were a phase. Thought he'd get over it. If you'd told me he'd want to move to London, I would have laughed in your face. I mean, people like us, we just don't do that, do we? Especially not at 55. It's a midlife crisis, isn't it? It must be. It must be.